I received your question here. Scores of an IQ must have a bell-shaped distribution with a mean of 100, standard deviation of 13. So here I am trying to draw that picture. They say it's bell-shaped. The mean is 100 and standard deviation is 13. Use the empirical rule to determine the following. Answer the following questions. Page 132, they have a real nice picture laid out like this, and they give you, the how much area you have. Under the curve here is 100% of the area. Right here is the middle. It's symmetric bell shape. Half is above and half is below. The empirical rule says that it within one standard deviation is 60% of 8% of the data. So from here to here, you have 68% of the data, and half of it would be here, 34%, the other half would be here, 34%. This first part question here, it wants to know between 74 and 126. So, how did I get to, you got 100, I take away 13, and then I add 13, that gets where I got these numbers. Then I take away another additional 13, 87 minus 13 will give you 74. Add another 13 to that, I get 126. And so from here to here is actually 2 standard deviations. And if you look at the empirical rule, it says what is it, 95% of your data will be within 2 standard deviations. And that's what they're asking for here. They're not saying exactly that way. You got to do a little figuring where the mean is, and 1 standard deviation would be 187 to 113. Then 2 standard deviations, you got to subtract 13 again and add 13. Between 74 and 126, which would be 2 of these standard deviations from the mean, is 95% of data. Then they mentioned here, I guess, 74%, let's see, less than 74 or greater than 126. So that would be talking outside. Well, you have 95% from here to here. That just leaves 5%, for outside here. You'd have 2.5% below this and 2.5% above, and so the answer there is 5%. I'll let you think about that part. Hope this helps.